from the studios of the Catholic TV Center, it's the Going My Way show with Father Chris Hickey, with Father Paul Rouse, and the very large Catholic TV Orchestra. Today's special guest, backed by popular demand, Father Brian Smith. Now, here's your host for the show, Father Chris Hickey.
Well, Paul, today on the show, we have a repeat guest. We've only done this a couple times, but today we have Father Brian Smith. What do you think?
It was a big hit the last time he was on, too.
He brings his guitar, blows the roof off the dump. He got that gentle way,
Yeah,
you know.
he does.
A lot of people loved him. He just looked so, I don't know, sincere. I don't know if that
good.
means that I don't.
No.
I mean, I hope that's not in comparison. Am I sincere?
Nice quality. Yep.
Remember one time I asked, never mind, and you questioned me about my sincerity?
No.
Yeah.
Say I didn't.
When Deacon Dan was on and he said all the deacons should come on, and you put me right on the spot, and you said, did he really say that? That was hard for me, Paul.
Was it really? Oh, gee. I guess you haven't got over it yet, huh?
No, well, it seems like it was just minutes ago, but it was weeks, you know. But anyway, well, listen, this is a great old song. I believe I'm right. Perry Como.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I think I
have
might
no
be
idea.
right. They'll know it, and I'm going to dedicate this to our camerawoman, Laura. She was
Nice.
singing along. The alphabet song, sing along at home. You know this one. A, you're adorable. B, you're so beautiful. C, you're a cutie full of charms. D, you're a darling. And E, you're exciting. And F, you're a feather in my arms. G, you look good to me. H, you're so heavenly. I, you're the one I idolize. J, you're like Jack to Jill. K, you're so kissable. L, you're the love light in my eyes. M, N, O, P, I could go on all day. Q, R, S, T, alphabetically speaking, you're okay. Oh, you made my life complete. V, you're so very sweet. W, X, Y, Z. Well, it's fun to wander through the alphabet with you to tell you what you mean to me. I really mean it, to tell you what you mean to me. You know, you sang that in rehearsal, but didn't sing now. I think you forget your alphabet.
You have a hard time.
Well, that was to Laura, and I also have to say, some of my alumni, teens, used to love that song. They used to ask me to sing that on ski trip. Believe it or
people know
not.
that,
I don't
okay.
know how they knew I knew it, but they asked me to sing it. So I forget exactly who, but there was a bunch. So to you guys, too, you're going to love the show. Father Brian Smith is back. He was great last time. I'm sure he's going to be even better this time. Stay tuned. You're watching Go My Way here on Catholic TV, where it's all for you. Well, great to have you back in your chair.
Thank you. Nice to reclaim it.
Yeah.
I lost it. The director.
Last week you lost it to Reed, and you know what happened, just so you know, everybody
Please,
thinks that, well,
let me know. Yeah.
I'm on the way in, I walked by his office, he's sitting at his desk, he goes, you know, you used to let me come on once in a while. I said, oh.
Oh,
All right.
He felt the need to.
He gets whiny.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll let him. We'll let him. Other than that, he's doing a fine job.
I kid. You were in the other room working hard on music that
I was,
time, so we
actually,
let
yeah.
him fill in.
I knew that,
try to
too.
get two things done at once. If the people at home knew how
If they
hard.
had any idea what we go through and what we put the staff through. you know?
What the staff puts me through.
Oh, I don't
Never
know
mind
about that.
Well, speaking of that, hold on.
My lights.
Here's your lights. There's your lights. Are you happy?
No, is my name first? Okay, it didn't
You
change.
still? What do you mean it didn't change? It did change. I changed it last week before I left. And then someone put it back
They
this
put it
morning.
back, did
They
they?
got nothing better to do around here. Chumps. All right, that's it. We're good. Hey, you know who's on?
Who's on the set?
Father Brian Smith. Remember him?
I certainly do.
He's got a couple more songs. Last time he loved his guitar. I remember when I asked about that song. Remember? You don't remember.
What
I
song?
love my guitar or something.
Well, that's the name of the song?
I told him something like
Oh,
that.
yeah,
He's going to come out and yell at me. Anyway, gang, you know him, you love him. We're bringing him back, Father Brian Smith. Brian, come on out, please. How are you, buddy? Great to have you back. Thank you.
See you too. Welcome back.
Thank you.
All right.
All right,
Just move that chair back.
Yeah, watch your step. Okay. Watch your step and get out. I mean, thank you, Father, is what I meant to say. Okay, so before I get, you heard me say it. What's the guitar thing?
I think that one was This Old Guitar.
That's what
I think that
what
was
did
the
I
name of
say?
it.
I love my guitar.
Yeah, same thing.
I was close, right?
Right on. It's your show. It doesn't matter.
No. I mean, I get teased a lot about things like this, you know, like later on, something, the guitar song. I don't know. I just remember saying, I remember how good you were.
Thank you.
And by the way, one of the biggest fans of the show, I think she thinks she's the biggest, my mother said you were one of the best guests ever.
Thank you.
That's true. So you better be good this morning.
I'll do my
Because
best.
if we go in the other room and you're not that good, she's going to say, I was
it's gonna
wrong.
tank, yeah.
He wasn't that good. You know what I mean? So, hey, remind the people, I know you've been on before and they can see that too, because we show, God knows we show the repeats.
You know,
but
actually about the repeats too, because my folks told me that it's been on over and over and over again. So I just came by to get my royalty check. So.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something. I think this show is on the air more than Law and Order is on
Seriously,
NBC.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
telling you right now. This is like the poker. Do you know the World Series of Poker? Every time
right,
you go
yeah.
on, there's another poker thing on. Every time you go by,
No
there's
kidding.
going my way. Well, listen, I'm excited about it, but that's why we needed guys like you to say yes to coming back on, because a lot of the guys, although I shouldn't say this because I was on the retreat with the Boston guys,
Yep.
and about a half a dozen said, sure, I'll go on.
Absolutely.
So
Yep.
Father Reed and the gang are going to try to get them on.
That's fantastic.
So tell us again, just quickly, where you're from, family, things like that.
I grew up in Weymouth, and my folks, Don and Virginia, are at home. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, they're your other biggest fans.
Oh, wonderful.
I have 3 brothers, my older brother Mike, and I have a twin, Kevin, and my younger brother Stephen.
All boys.
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
wonderful.
My
And you-
mom's a saint.
Nephews and nieces?
I have 2 nieces and a nephew.
Oh, good for you.
Yep.
Terrific. That's awesome. And just remind everyone, too, I don't remember what you said, so we're going to hit this quick. What would you have been if not a priest?
I think a teacher or a journalist.
Well, that's kind of boring.
I was going to say skydiver because you didn't like my answer last time either.
You mean this is going to look just like the repeat?
I was going to say
did the exact-
skydiving. You know?
I did the exact same thing when you said it last time?
Yeah, you didn't like it then either.
Well, why'd you repeat it then? Why did you come up with? So why didn't you say I always wanted to walk on the bottom of the ocean in one of those tube things with the big helmet.
I'm afraid of the water.
Sir, I always wanted to be a professional
Skydiver.
skateboarder, surfboarder. Okay, skydive. I like that. All right. And did we ever ask you your favorite movie last time?
We did, and you know what? As a matter of fact, I was going to bring
It's
you...
changed.
Well, no, I was going to bring you the list because you were having trouble back then knowing the difference between a Jimmy Stewart movie and an Ernest Borgnine movie.
I beg your pardon.
So, yeah, you really...
I beg your
No,
pardon.
seriously, you had to,
I have Charles as my trivia guy. He's behind the scenes. He'll tell you, other than, well, no, Brian now too.
Right.
Brian, the director. He also is a trivia. He runs trivia. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, if you want him at home, we should get a little, call Brian and put up his number. He does trivia. Like
Did you have
he
any trivia
Yeah, he
questions?
comes to your Legion or your hall and he asks you trivia. You ever been to one of those?
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's good.
We should do that.
Well, Charles, I'm going to find out what didn't I know about, because I'm going to ask them when this is over, what didn't I know about Ernest Borgnine and Jimmy Stewart?
You thought, because I told you one of my favorite movies ever is Harvey.
Oh,
So I'll come back to you now.
Well, okay, so, yeah, Harvey
and you-
was
and you-
Jimmy Stewart.
right.
But Ernest Borgnine had
Was
the other.
Marty.
Marty.
Right.
That's not confusing Jimmy Stewart and Ernest Borgnine.
They're movies, though. You totally,
Well, that's confusing Harvey and Marty. And for a Bostonian, they sound almost exactly the same. Harvey, Marty.
Yeah.
Come
yeah.
on.
You lose the R completely.
I have a friend up in, he's in Cleveland now, but he went to school in Syracuse, and I used to call him back in the day, 100 years ago, and I'd call up and the roommate would answer, and he'd yell, "Hey, Marty, it's Hickey. He wants to party with Marty. He's coming up to visit."
In Harvard.
Yeah, exactly.
right.
That's how they hear us. So
Yeah.
anyway, so tell us now, you were in Brockton last time,
Yep.
but you've had a little bit of a change.
Right now, I'm filling in for a few months up in St. Mary's in Chelmsford.
Chelmsford.
Yeah, as a parochial vicar.
Nice country up
Yeah,
there.
I'm
Nice
living the
country.
dream. I went from administrator to I get to go back to parochial vicar and just kind of enjoy life. And
Well, right now you're administrator, you said, right?
no, I'm a parochial vicar.
Oh, you're
there.
helping out as a PV.
Yeah.
A curate to those
A
of us.
curate.
A curate, we like to say.
Yep. I get to do all the fun stuff now.
Oh, that is nice. I'm
Yeah.
going back to be the. I don't say this to anybody. Well, I shouldn't tell the audience, mate. Don't tell anybody. But Bob Reed has told me that I'm the heir apparent for the
Wow.
TV.
Well, when's the coronation?
You don't believe that for 1 minute, do you?
Why? Who else would do it?
No, because Paul McInerney, Bob's predecessor, used to say, "Giving me my own show was like giving a monkey a machine gun." So I really don't think. I'm pretty sure I love Bob and I love Catholic TV, but I'm pretty sure I've maxed out right here. I think anything beyond this would be the Peter Principle. Remember that, Tim O'Leary?
I think you're just misunderstood.
Yeah, I think. Don't see that.
Yeah,
I
that's
agree
true.
with you, Brian.
Yeah.
This is what happens. So listen, what's your dream in the priesthood? Not to be funny, what would you want to do next? Well, I mean, now that you've already been an administrator, you've kind of gone back to being a curate. What would be
Yeah.
next on the list? What do you think?
I'd love to try like a chaplain, like a college chaplain would be a lot
and
of
you'd
fun.
be good too,
Thank
because
you.
we have that. We have a lot of. You have Rich Clancy doing that,
Yep.
and some other guys, and we got Emmanuel, and we have a ton of Catholic
all over
colleges,
the place,
Merrimack,
yeah.
and all of
Yeah.
that. So you'd be good at it too.
I'd love to give that a shot. And
Yeah.
So
I don't know if we can afford to let you go.
I keep hearing that.
I think that's what they're going to say to you. I'm going to guess.
Yeah.
They're going to say, "Brian, we'd love to," because that's the place that's getting squeezed, you know.
Yeah. All the school stuff. Yeah.
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 But tell them that you speak languages. You speak the language of the young.
That's right.
At the very least.
I'll just play my guitar for
Oh,
them.
you would, and you'd
that'll,
be great.
know.
Oh, they'd love you. Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, it'd be
actually. I
fun.
really do. It
It'd
would
be
be
a lot
fun.
of fun.
That's great.
Yeah.
Is there anyone you want to say hi to the second time around? Mom and Dad, for sure.
Mom and Dad, absolutely.
Yeah.
Big fans of the show. I got to say,
Hold on, could you just say that again a little more slowly?
huge fans
Huge
of
fan.
your show,
What's the name of the show?
Going My Way.
With?
Chris Hickey
Okay.
and Paul Rouse.
Well, I'm saying we might be able to clip this and make a commercial.
Oh.
Huge fans of the
Huge
never
fans of
mind,
the
forget
show.
it. Why are you throwing Rousey? Go ahead.
Oh, a shout out. I don't, well, I'll tell you, to the folks in Chelmsford who I'm just getting to meet.
Oh, isn't that nice?
But then also to the folks in St. Edith Stein Parish and the police and fire department in
Oh, I
Rockland.
see that.
So,
Yes. You know what?
Yeah.
We're actually up to time. This
Okay.
has gone flow. But I'll ask you more about that on the other side, because
That'll
we'll
be
say
awesome.
hi to the firefighters. True heroes. I
They,
mean that
they
sincerely.
are amazing
Especially
people.
in the big cities. I mean, they're good anywhere, but I mean, they're going to get called.
Amazing
they ain't
people.
sitting around. You
Yep.
know what I mean? So,
Yep.
well, this has been great. You've been wonderful.
Thank you.
And we'll finish up on the other side, and we'll see you on the other side with Father Brian in just a minute. You're watching Go On My Way here on Catholic TV, where it's all for you.
Yeah.
Well, Brian, you're back. You got through the interview. Paul, he's a pro.
Oh, he is.
A pro.
Well,
Yep.
thank you.
Yeah, no, that was easy.
You make it easy.
Oh, please, enough
No,
about
really?
me. No, stop, enough about me. Hey, we were just talking before we came on, though. These John Denver songs, truthfully, I did not realize how many hits he had until he went to God.
Yeah.
Too young,
Yeah.
But he had like a ton of hits.
I always loved his brother said that they criticized him for singing simple songs, and he took that as a huge compliment to sing about just, about God's creation. And
Well, and the other side of that is in the people of church, and former director of worship back here, not
Right.
to acquire, the easier songs are the ones we remember and sing.
Yep.
On the way up to the communion rail, that what do they say? Sing something so there's a refrain, a
So,
simple
right,
refrain,
yeah.
right?
And something about his voice just always just got me.
He's amazed that I knew that. Just you see, he was like, like, how does he know that? He knows that?
He must have had your notebook out that
I
day.
paid attention in class.
You
Father.
surprised him.
Yes, I
Wow.
did. I shocked
Wow.
him. Yeah. So anyway, so this one here, Annie's song.
Annie's song.
Now, by the name, a lot of people won't know it, but I trust you. You're going to know it once you start playing it and sing it.
Okay.
But the title maybe not. So listen
All
with
right.
Father Brian and Father Paul to Annie's song.
You fill up my senses like a night in a forest, like the mountains in springtime